So basically, she didn't show up today, as you can see. I'm used to that. 2 kids. I'm actually making $95,000 a year. I've recently quit my job in hopes that maybe you might be able to help me relieve some of the stress of affording a higher child support bill.
Did you really just come in here and say that?
Well, I mean, I thought that would be, I thought that was what people do.
No, that is what people try to do, but I definitely don't do that.
Well, from my understanding, I thought that, that was something that I had the opportunity and the option of doing. I mean, obviously, if I'm not making a certain amount of money anymore, then I should be able to have a less of a, child support payment.
Welcome back to Judge Bench, the channel where real courtroom drama meets real-life lessons. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment of justice in action. Today, we're diving into a child support hearing that left viewers stunned, frustrated, and even a bit enlightened. The case centers around Mr. Navarro, a father of 2, who came to court asking for relief from his existing child support obligations. What started as a seemingly straightforward request quickly turned into a jaw-dropping session that highlighted the stark contrast between financial strategy and personal responsibility. Right out of the gate, Mr. Navarro admits he has 2 children. He once earned a solid $95,000 a year, but he voluntarily left that job. Why? According to him, he hoped that earning less would convince the court to lower his child support payments.
Well, let's have a conversation.
Okay.
You quit your job.
Correct.
Making $95,000 a year.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you go out of town on trips with the kids?
Yeah, I do a lot of traveling, sometimes.
That wasn't my question. Do you do a lot of traveling with the kids?
No, it's mostly me and my girlfriend.
Where do you and your girlfriend go?
We go, well, it's, all over the world, let's just say that. We do all kinds of stuff.
All kinds of stuff? Like what? Tell me some of the places that you
trips
guys go.
Trips to, I've been to Africa the past year. Europe. I love Africa. Water, things of that nature. Beautiful Mother Nature.
The judge, clearly taken aback, asks Mr. Navarro to clarify his decision. And indeed, Mr. Navarro confirms that he left a well-paying job solely in hopes that it would lead to a reduction in his child support payments. The courtroom reacts with visible disbelief at this strategy, which Mr. Navarro attempts to justify by claiming that many people take similar steps when they can't meet their obligations. But the judge cuts in sharply, stating, "That may be what people try to do, but that's definitely not what I do." It's a powerful reality check, and the tension only escalates from there. The judge then shifts the focus, asking whether Mr. Navarro travels with his children. Mr. Navarro hesitates, initially portraying himself as someone who travels often. But when pressed, he admits that most of his trips are with his girlfriend, not his kids. As the judge digs deeper, Mr. Navarro begins listing his travel destinations with pride. Africa, Europe, nature getaways, sightseeing adventures, the kinds of trips many dream about. And when asked who foots the bill, Mr. Navarro confirms that he pays for everything, including all of his girlfriend's expenses.
You made $95,000 a year.
I did. I don't know anymore.
You did. You quit intentionally, thinking that I would reduce your child support, but yet you've gone to Africa and Europe and you've taken your girlfriend and you paid for her to go as well?
Yes.
And you have not taken either of your children. That's correct?
No, that's true. I've taken them on one trip to Disney World and we had a blast. Yeah.
No, that's not how this works.
Okay.
So no. Although she is not here today because she was.
When asked if his kids had joined him on his international trips, Mr. Navarro admitted they'd only been to Disney World once. The judge, now clearly frustrated, laid it out. He quit a $95,000 job, still travels the world, pays for his girlfriend, and leaves his children out. "This isn't hardship," she said. "It's choices." Even the absence of the children's mother in court didn't help him, because he provided no proof of real financial need. Instead, he admitted quitting his job just to lower his payments. That's not hardship, that's system manipulation.
You came in this courtroom and said that you made $90,000 a year and you intentionally quit quit with the hopes that you would come to court today and I would just give you what you're asking for. Yeah, that's not how this works.
It's not.
You're a guy. If you were not a guy, I would call you. I would tell you by Felicia.
Yeah.
Because that's just ridiculous.
I completely understand where you're coming from.
Obviously, you don't, because you are trying to make a mockery of this courtroom.
I meant no disrespect to you, and that was not my intention.
Oh no, you didn't disrespect me. You disrespected your children.
Okay.
You are wanting to get a reduction in child support so you can continue to take. What's your girlfriend's name?
The judge doesn't hold back. She says if he weren't a man, she'd tell him, bye, Felicia. A sharp cultural jab at how ridiculous his argument is. She calls out not just his disrespect for the court, but for his own children. When Mr. Navarro blames poor communication with the mother and claims he wants more time with his kids, the judge fires back, you don't need court permission to be a father. You need commitment. Then comes the kicker. Mr. Navarro brags about his financial discipline, saying he's been blessed to save money. The judge, stunned, asks how someone claiming hardship can afford $15,000 trips to Europe and Africa with his girlfriend. Meanwhile, he's behind on child support and asking for a break, without a single receipt, tax return, or plane ticket. To back up his story, all he brought was an excuse, and it didn't fly.
Because you're still going to pay that same amount of Actually, let's see. Do you work a second job at all?
No,
or your
I do
income
not.
is still $95,000?
No, I've actually been very well blessed to be able to save my money. And so the things that I have now...
Mr. Navarro,
yes.
You're giving me a heart attack up here, okay?
Okay.
You're giving me a heart attack up here.
I don't understand how. I can't even...
You're saving money.
Yes.
But you're going to Europe and Africa. So you're saving money. Where y'all going next? Aruba?
Well, I have money saved for the kids.
No. Okay. So, yeah, this is what's going to happen. Your child support is not going to be reduced. Okay. I'm denying that relief. It is going to stay at what it's currently at.
Mr. Navarro's child support remains unchanged, based on his previous income of $95,000 a year. That breaks down to a gross monthly income of about $7,917 and a net of $6,938, resulting in a monthly support obligation of $2,157 for his two children. The court firmly denies his request for a reduction. In her closing remarks, the judge highlights a crucial point. Court decisions are based on evidence, not empty claims. She contrasts this case with a previous one where another father successfully received a reduction because he brought real documentation proving his financial hardship. That's how the legal system works, through transparency, accountability, and respect, for both the court and the children involved. Mr. Navarro, on the other hand, showed up with a flimsy excuse and no proof. The outcome? His request was denied, and rightly so. This case serves as a tough but important reminder. Parenting doesn't pause for convenience. You can't choose luxury vacations and claim poverty in the same breath. And you certainly can't prioritize indulgence over responsibility and expect the court's sympathy.
$95,000 a year. I have your gross at $7,916.67. Net at $6,183.88 based on 2 kids.
That's correct.
Right? 2 children. So 20.63%. That makes your child support obligation $1,275.73. You need to have Melissa help you pay that amount.
Most importantly, children deserve consistent support, not whatever's left over after trips to Europe and Africa. Mr. Navarro's case isn't unique, but it's a textbook example of what not to do. The court was fair, thorough, and absolutely right to hold him accountable.